Alright, so today's episode isn't just a story. It's a blueprint for resilience. It's about albinism, low vision, growing up in Vietnam, and this unshakable, loud and clear belief in yourself when the world hands you nothing but doubt.
The kind of belief that doesn't whisper, it roars. Chloe says it right out the gate. I believe in myself. That's not a hashtag. That's survival. That's power.
So imagine this. You're born in Vietnam, you have albinism, your vision's impaired, and all around you, no one really understands what that means. Chloe says, in my childhood, the children at home and at school often bullied me. And her response? She fought back. She became a bully herself.
I mean, it's human. When the world keeps swinging at you, you swing right back. But then Chloe makes this incredible course correction. She says, I noticed that bullying and body shaming would never stop if I still cared about what people said about me. Y'all, that is wisdom. That's the moment her story starts to shift, from reacting to redefining.
And what's wild is, this all happens in a system that had zero support. Chloe writes, there were no support services at school to help with my vision, so I struggled academically. No large print, no accommodations, just a kid and her parents trying to keep going.
And still, she believed. Not in some Instagram-y way, in a quiet, gritty Vietnamese schoolgirl way. Chloe says, I always believed that whatever others could do, I could do too. Maybe even better, but in my own way. That's the spirit that carried her through one of the hardest direction changes of her life.
9th grade. She gets transferred out of the top student class and dropped into the struggling group. She writes, 1,000 questions and worries filled my mind during the time I walked through the hall to my new class. My tears fell on my shirt because of my fear. Like, that's not just sad, that's real. That's every one of us who's ever felt mislabeled.
But this is what makes Chloe a force of nature, because she doesn't quit. She tells herself, everything will be okay, I can study without anyone's help, and I will find the way to make it happen.
And guess what? She did. She didn't just survive the struggling class, she dominated it. Became one of the top students, got into a good high school, because you have to do that in Vietnam like we do universities. And that moment, it changed her self-image forever. Chloe says, that day I saw myself as better and more confident than before.
And from there, it's this beautiful snowball. She starts doing things that should have been too hard for someone with her vision. She says, I graduated from one of the best universities in Vietnam, participated in a few student science research competitions, learned to swim and play piano, created a YouTube channel, and stayed active. She adds, I was not the best, but I did the best I could. And honestly, that might be my new life motto.
Right? Like, we're out here crying over a tough group project, and Chloe's out here swimming laps and playing Beethoven. What hits hardest is that her belief in herself didn't just move her forward. She's now in the United States, studying and dreaming of becoming a visual specialist. Why?
Because she wants to help kids like her. She says, I want my students to believe in themselves like I did and work hard to reach their goals.
That right there is legacy. That's impact. That's why this story matters.
So if you're listening to this and thinking, I don't know if I can, life is challenging for everyone. But with perseverance, courage, determination, and my belief, I know I can achieve any goal I set.
Belief isn't some fluffy idea, it's fuel. And belief in yourself, when no one else gets it, that's the kind that builds worlds.
So build your world, like Chloe did, even if it means doing things differently. Especially if it means doing things differently.
You're the kind of melody that makes silence meaningful. The kind of vision that redefines what it means to see clearly.
This has been Don't Look Away. To all of you out there, believe and then begin.